Welcome to the Nong Bong village. This is Yajin, my grandma who I stayed with, but we'll get into that later. A mining company came into the village promising many things, like hospitals, schools, and temples. The villagers were very happy when they heard the news. But the villagers started noticing that the company started causing deforestation. The villagers started noticing that something was different in their water. They realized their water was contaminated. Their natural resources like snails and fish were now contaminated too. Eventually, the mining company's contract expired, so they went to find free land and started mining there. This had the villagers very angry and they started to protest. The mining company tried building a road from the company to the mining place, but the villagers stopped the road building every time. The villagers were doing this because their roads and houses were getting very dusty. The noises from the mining kept the villagers up at night, so they had trouble sleeping. The mining company's 2-year contract ended, so they haven't came back to the village, but they can still mine. Now back to Yajin. This was my grandma who I stayed with during the homestay. The organization, Yajin was using her natural resources behind her house without knowing they were contaminated. One day, she felt very sick and went to the doctor. The doctor told her she was diagnosed with many chemical substances in her blood. Now, she worries about the next generation because she hopes the mining doesn't affect them. The radical grandma. Yajin joined the radical grandmas when she was 45 or 47. She joined the organization because she wanted to support the grandmas and also because they needed money for their movement. The organization asked many people to gather for the club. Yajin couldn't read or write, but she still went along with the radical grandmas to educate people on what's happening in the village. The radical grandmas weave scarves by hand and sell them online, and the money goes to support the grandmas' movements. This is a strong village.